Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Hello, my friends. It's Miss Sam, and I'm so glad you are joining me for Storytime Online. Guess what? It's September. And guess what is so special about September, my friends? It's National Library Card Sign Up Month. Did you know that was such a thing? How cool. How many of you have library cards? Some of you might not have any yet. That might be because you're a little too young yet. We give out our library cards beginning at 5 years old, but some of you just might not have them yet. So you should definitely head into the library and have your grown-up sign you up for a library card. Well, because it's National Library Card Sign-Up Month, we are going to be reading books all about being in the library. So this first book that we'll read today is Lost in the Library, and it's a story of patience and fortitude. And patience and fortitude are two very special lions. They are the lions that are statues outside of the New York Public Library. But guess what, my friends? They come alive at night in these books. So we're going to read those today. The author of this book is Josh Funk. Does the author write the words or draw the pictures? That's right. The author writes the words. Our illustrator is Stevie Lewis. Does the illustrator write the words or draw the pictures? Oh, very good, my friends. The illustrator draws the pictures. Okay, let's go read Lost in the Library.
Lost in the Library. Look, there's our lion. Early one morning, while all New York slept, night was transforming to dawn. Silence filled all of Manhattan except Fortitude woke with a yawn. Patience, good morning, he said from his plinth, but Patience was nowhere in sight. He'd entered the library's grand labyrinth when no one was watching last night. Fortitude never abandoned his post, but Patience had not yet returned. As sunlight ascended across the East Coast, Fortitude grew quite concerned. How could he do this? He's never been late. Fortitude leapt on all fours. Lacking all patience, he couldn't just wait, and scampered through Astor Hall's doors. The ceiling above was 12 elephants tall and dozens of buffaloes wide. Patience told stories of rooms like this hall, but it was a new world inside. Twisting and turning, he noticed some stairs Patience might climb, he supposed. When reaching the top, he caught unawares a frolicsome statuette posed. Looking for someone? She said with a grin. Fortitude nodded his head. Patience, my partner, my sidekick, my twin. I really must find him, he said. The Rosemane reading room, back to your right. Sometimes he's there, the girl stated. Fortitude thanked her and ran out of sight, hoping his buddy awaited. Over and under the tables and chairs, Fortitude looked high and low. Searching the shelves on the walls up the stairs, Fortitude paced to and fro. After what felt like forever, he ceased. Patience just wasn't around. Fortitude heard someone's voice to the east and eagerly followed the sound. Could it be? Is it him? People in portraits that lined every wall whispered and gossiped away, so Fortitude roared out his loudest of all to turn their attention his way. Has anyone noticed a lion like me? He's quiet and peaceful and sweet. A grumpy old man said, No lion but thee. Now please go back to the street. Exiting gloomily, Fortitude wandered back through the library's maze. Patience, dear Patience, where are you? He pondered, while thinking of happier days. In the beginning, young Patience was shy, but Fortitude thought he was rude. Weeks, and then months, and then years traveled by. Eventually, friendship ensued. Patience told stories of ducklings and moons, of wardrobes and buttons and fun. On cold, snowy evenings or hot afternoons, Fortitude cherished each one. Rays from the sun had begun creeping in when water flew out from a sink. A little bronze lion said, "Gotcha! I win!" and gave him a satisfied wink. Oh, that silly look. Boop. The lion said, "Wait, you're not Patience." "Oh, no. The splash, it's a game that we play." "Patience?" asked Fortitude. "Where did he go?" "The sunrise is minutes away." "Today? Haven't seen him," the lion confessed. "But I wouldn't worry, old chap. Perhaps you require some help on your quest. I think what you need is a map." Fortitude scanned every atlas he could before tossing each to the side. Only a library map would do good. Eureka! A visitor's guide. Oh, goody. How many hundreds of rooms can exist? Reading the map, he was shocked. Fortitude dashed to the places he'd missed, except through the doors that were locked. He searched every floor from the first to the third. Patience just couldn't be found. Fortitude thought, "I will not be deterred." What's on this floor labeled ground? Oh, friends, what do you think? What do you think he'll find? Let's find out, shall we? Fortitude quickly crept down the dark hall and into a jungle of joy, with colorful pictures adorning each wall and books for each cat, girl, and boy. Fortitude prowled past Sendak and Ryland, Yolan and Pinkney and Bloom. While keeping his footsteps impeccably silent, he heard something in the next room. What could it be? Do you know? "Patience!" said Fortitude. "What are you doing?" But Patience stood still as a stone. "The sun's almost risen. The pigeons are cooing. You've got to get back to your throne." "Just one more paragraph," Patience declared. Then something caught Fortitude's eye. There lay the stories that Patience had shared. The monkeys, the pebble, the pie. "Patience, did you learn these stories for me?" Fortitude asked. But he knew. Patience just nodded and said, "Well, you see, I love sharing stories with you." The lions returned to their guard on the street, and nobody noticed they'd gone. Fortitude sat in his usual seat, and slowly the day carried on. But something was missing through Patience was found. Fortitude still felt a need. "Patience," he said, "when there's no one around, tonight, can we sneak in and read?" And that is the story of Lost in the Library.
My friends, we just read Lost in the Library. What did you think of that book? Yeah? Have you ever told stories to a friend of yours? What story did you tell? Have you ever told a story to your grown-up? What story did you tell them? Very good. I bet they loved that story. I bet they did. Well, thank you for joining us for Lost in the Library during National Library Card Sign-Up Month. Don't forget to join us at one of our branches if you don't have a library card, and pick one of those up whenever you are ready. Thank you so much. I will see you all later. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.